Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here and I can't believe it. It is finally time for my 2017 end of year favorites. I'm doing it a little differently this year. Last year when I did my 2016 favorites, I had categories and I just picked one top favorite from each category, and I've decided to change things up a little bit this year. I have had the opportunity to try a lot more products this year, and in all honesty, there aren't products from every single category that I really truly love, and there are other categories where I have more than one favorite. I'm gonna try my best to get through these things really quickly because I do have a lot that I want to share with you, and I have decided to break this into sort of a series. So this is part one. I will do my lip favorites and my palette favorites in separate videos so that this isn't a million years long, and so that I don't say this phrase a million times throughout this video. I do have other videos, more in-depth videos about a lot of these products, and I will link those in the description box for you. If there's something you see and you want to know more about it, check down there. I might have an entire video about that product. So for that reason, I won't be swatching all of this stuff. Pretty much everything here appears in a dedicated video or in a monthly favorites, so make sure you check down there for more information. Let's start off with my favorite beauty tools from this year. First of all, I have to thank you for this one because you guys recommended this one to me. It's the foundation blending sponge from L'Oreal. Forgive me, mine's dirty. I love this thing. I use it all the time. It has a great soft bouncy texture. It has held up really well to cleaning and it's super affordable. I love the way this works. This has definitely become a staple in my routine, and in a world filled with different beauty sponges, I do think this is one of the best, definitely the best to come out this year. I also want to mention my favorite makeup brushes from this year. These two from MAC launched alongside the Next to Nothing line. It's the 140S and the 141S. These are such versatile brushes. They are on the pricier side, but the quality is definitely worth it. These are the kind of brushes that will last you for years and years. I like the 141 for applying foundation. You could also apply other cream products like cream bronzer or contour with this one. And the 140S is great for powder products. It's great for all over face powder. I really like to bronze with it. Multitasking brushes are a great investment, and I have loved and used these since I got them. Best brushes of the year in my opinion. Since I mentioned the Next to Nothing line, let me just talk about these. This is the Next to Nothing face color and the Next to Nothing pressed powder from MAC. I know a lot of foundations came out this year, and I honestly wasn't really a fan of this whole high coverage, super matte trend that we saw. That may be what you're looking for in a face product. That is definitely not what I like. I prefer things that are light coverage, things that are more natural. For me, these are the products that got the most use this year. I actually carry the powder in my purse because it's so lightweight that it's great for on-the-go touch-up blotting, but I also like to use this to set my concealer or set my entire face if I need it. And I know that it's hard to tell with this frosted bottle, but mine's already used up probably down to here, and I've been testing tons of face products this year. I keep going back to this one. I love to wear this on its own on just a really light makeup day, or when I'm doing a full face like today. I mix the Next to Nothing face color in with a light to medium coverage foundation just to sheer it out a little bit. It always makes everything look more natural and a little bit dewy and more skin-like. I just love it. I think it's the most versatile base product that came out this year. For me, it really suits my life and my needs. I know a lot of people are probably looking for super high coverage, or maybe if you're oily, mattifying products. I'm on the opposite end of that spectrum, and that's why I love this Next to Nothing face color so much. I want to give a quick mention to my favorite spray of the year. It's the Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1. This is a primer and a setting spray. I just use it as a setting spray or a refresher. I love the Hangover primer, so I knew I was gonna gonna like this. I like the scent. I really like the way it sets my makeup. It looks great. It smells great. I just don't know what else you could ask for. Mine's already almost gone, so I'm gonna have to buy a backup of this soon. I have to mention my favorite color corrector. In all honesty, I never thought I would be adding this category into my favorites because I was not a fan of color correcting until I discovered this product. It wasn't too long ago that I did a video about color correcting using this, so I'm not gonna go on and on. I'll just tell you I love this. If you're like me and you're scared of color correcting or you can't find color correctors that you like, check this one out. Check out that video. This is me not rambling. Okay, moving on. I have two concealers that I want to mention. First, of course, the L'Oreal Pro Glow Concealer. It's no surprise that I love this one because Pro Glow is my favorite foundation. I also love the concealer. I think it has great coverage, great texture. I'm so glad that they came out with a concealer. There's also a powder in this Pro Glow line. I have not tried that yet. If you've tried it, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it, especially if you're a fan of the other Pro Glow products. I want to know if you think I need to try it. I'm sneaking this one in here. This may have come out in 2016 and I'm trying to stick to all products that were new this year, but I have to talk about this one. I love this concealer. This is the Amazing Hydrate Concealer. It's in a stick format and I usually hate these stick concealers and foundations because I have dry skin. They never work for me. This one is totally the exception to that rule. I love this stuff. I will wear this with no other makeup and it will look great. I don't know if you can tell how far down in there it is, but I have used this so much. I love this concealer. So I'm sorry if I'm cheating and putting in one from last year, but I had to talk about it. This stuff is amazing. That's why they call it that. Okay, let's move on to cheek products now. I think that my bronzer choices may be controversial, but I'm living on the edge with my bronzers. This is the Omega bronzer in TAN-TASTIC from Marc Jacobs. This was limited edition. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells like coconut suntan lotion. I don't know if you can find this anymore, but I have to say, this is the best bronzer that came out this year. It's stupidly expensive. It's ridiculously hard to get your hands on these limited edition items. If I can find it anywhere, I'll link it. But if you can't find this one, just go and check out any of the Marc Jacobs bronzers. It's so smooth and it just looks so natural and I love it. I love it. I love this bronzer. I'm sure there will be much debate about this one because I know a lot of people really didn't like this product. I freaking love it. It's the Too Faced Sweetie Pie bronzer. Of course, the packaging's adorable. It smells like sweet peaches. The inside looks like a little pie. It's so cute. But honestly, I really love using this bronzer. It has this very strange kind of peach tinge to it. And I just put it all over my cheek as like a blush bronzer combo. I will say that my major gripe with this product is that it only comes in one shade. And I do think this will only work for people who have a very fair skin tone like myself. But all of that aside, these are my favorites and this was one of my favorite products of the year. I really enjoyed this line in general, but this is probably my top pick from the whole Peaches and Cream collection. I have a few different blushes that I want to talk about, so let's start with this one. I think this is my favorite blush of the year. It's the liquid blushes from NARS. There are 4 shades. I really like this one called Torrid. All 4 shades are nice. Torrid is my favorite. I love this formula. I rave and rave about this product in its own video, so I'm not gonna go on, but I have to say, this is the best blush of the year. I love this product so much. However, there is a very close runner-up in the MAC Extra Dimension blushes. These MAC Extra Dimension blushes are so beautiful on the skin. They have a great sheen to them. There's a much larger shade range in this line, so there's definitely something that will suit everyone. This is the shade Faux Sure. It's my favorite. I love this blush. I love this shade. I don't think that this line got enough hype. These are definitely some of the best blushes that came out this year. I also want to give an honorable mention shout out to this girl right here. This is the Balm Beach from the Balm. I think that blush is really where the Balm shines. I think some of their best products are their blushes. For this particular blush, of course, the formula is great, the wear time is great, but I just really like this shade. If you like peachy nude blushes, you need this one in your collection. The packaging's cute, the pigmentation's great, the wear time's great, all around. An awesome blush. I had to mention it in this video. I think it was much harder for me to choose a favorite highlight in 2016. Tons and tons of highlighters came out last year. I think this year it was a lot more about palettes and limited edition collections. And again, I feel I may have a controversial choice, but I'm gonna stand by this one. I think the best highlighter of the year is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter in the shade Precious Petals. I'm telling you, this is a drugstore product. It's affordable. Look how pretty it is. I mean, it's not like the world's most fancy packaging or anything, but the product itself just gives such a beautiful glow. It's not glittery, it's not chunky, it goes on very smoothly. It definitely shows up, it's definitely buildable. Now, I think technically this product came out last year, but it was limited edition and it is now a permanent fixture in the Wet n Wild line. I'm so glad. I know they've released more colors. I have not tried those yet. I just have this and the other shade, Crown of My Canopy, I think it's called, that were the original two Mega Glow highlighters. If you haven't tried this yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Get on it. It's time. It's time. I don't have a favorite brow product of the year. I didn't try a lot of new stuff. I really stuck to my tried and true favorites, but I definitely have a mascara favorite. I think you already know what it's gonna be. I bet you know. You know, don't you? It's the Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara from L'Oreal. I love this stuff. I know a lot of people have talked about this. The hype is so real. This is affordable. It looks great. It's not flaky. It makes your lashes look fuller and longer without looking clumpy. I don't know what else you could ask for in a mascara. This is it. I freaking love this mascara. I've barely used anything else since I got this. That's how good it is. I have a couple of nail polish favorites that I want to share with you as well. First up, this one is just for overall formula. The OPI Infinite Shine polishes have been by far my favorite formula. This Infinite Shine line also has a step 1 base coat and a step 3 top coat. I love those. I'm actually out of them right now because I use them no matter which polishes I'm using. OPI has a great reputation and I think that this is their best polish formula that they've ever released. If you have trouble with keeping polish on your nails, try the Infinite Shines, at least the base coat and the top coat. I highly, highly recommend. They keep my nails looking great no matter what polish I'm wearing. I have repurchased and continue to repurchase those because it's my most used polish in my entire collection. And I got a lot of nail polish, so it's saying something. As far as specific shades go, I do have two that I want to mention to you. First of all, this is an indie brand. It's WRENN polish, and this is the shade Happy Thoughts. It's one of the most glorious and magical polishes I've ever seen and ever put on my nails. Just look at that. WRENN has a bunch of these shifting, holographic, rainbowy goodness shades. Happy Thoughts is my favorite, but you should definitely check out WRENN polish. This is probably my all-time favorite nail polish that I tried this year. If you need to be happy, get Happy Thoughts. I also have to mention this one. This is Seashell from Butter London. I wore this as a sort of topper over a bunch of different shades. I always loved the way it looked. I'm actually wearing a Butter London polish right now, a different shade, but this one in Seashell is so flattering. It's shiny enough to be interesting and it's neutral enough to go with everything. So versatile, so pretty. Seashell, love it. Have to have it. Just to end things off in this video, I want to tell you about some of my favorite collections of the year. Obviously, the holiday collection that cannot be beat is from MAC. The MAC Snowball collection is everything. The packaging is gorgeous. The product line is huge. There's definitely something for everyone. I just think it's stunning. The product is high quality. However, a close second for me for holiday collections is the NARS and Man Ray collection. I like it in a totally different way than I like the Snowball collection. In true NARS style, it's unexpected. It's very edgy. Again, I love the packaging. Packaging is a big deal for holiday collections if you ask me. So the Man Ray collection from NARS is a close second, but I have to say that the Snowball collection is my favorite, indisputable. I also want to talk about collaborations. We saw a lot of collaborations this year, and for me, the best one of the year was the Kandee Johnson and Too Faced collaboration. I love Kandee, I love Too Faced, so it should come as no surprise that I loved their collaboration. Again, I did a whole video about that collection, so you can check that out to hear all the reasons why I love it. But for me, that one just really took the cake. There were a few others that I really enjoyed, but the Kandee and Too Faced collection, it's my favorite. Hopefully I got through that quickly. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I will do palettes and lips in separate videos. So keep an eye out for those. They will be coming soon. In the meantime, I would love to hear what your favorite things were from this year. Please leave a comment and let us know all the things you loved in 2017. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Of course, my camera's about to die. Classic. What? Oh, I can't believe it's the end of the year already. You know every freaking YouTuber is gonna say that, and then when we're editing, we're all gonna be like, oh, I hate myself. Sad but true. Check to... Is that crazy? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Do you see that? Do you see that shimmery, pigmented goodness? So good. Who would have thought? You go Wet n Wild. You go. I don't know one person that has tried this and didn't like it. I'm sure that one person will comment on this video. Okay, it was a great year.